Hello everybody, welcome to a Torus root philosophical moment. I just kind of want to talk about the idea of anarchy as it relates to partly people's perceptions of what anarchy is. And from my perspective, anarchy is a political ideology. And I think people have I think the media has painted the picture of an anarchist being somebody who smashes out the windows of downtown corporate offices and whatnot. And the simple definition of anarchy is the idea of not making rules for other people. And the idea of how that relates to government and law and order, I think people think about anarchy and they think about just chaos in general, but personally why I consider myself an anarchist as far as a political ideology goes is that all of government and all of these laws are sort of man-made bastardizations of natural law. And there already is a natural law, and there already are consequences, and there already is karma. And studying astrology is a way to sort of mathematically, geometrically analyze the cycles of that. And there are natural leaders, and people do form, mutually beneficial groups and societies, regardless of whether they're anarchistic on a government sort of a political level or not. Doesn't mean people can't work together, and it doesn't mean those people working together can't be led by a leader within that group too. But it's something that each member of the group buys into. It's in this world, whether I buy into Biden or I buy into Trump, I'm forced to, obey the laws of that government regardless. In an anarchistic society, you would just follow the natural leader. If you have a farming community or whatever it is, there's going to be people who are naturally more organized, potentially more talented, have a stronger background in farming, or comes from a family of the greatest farmers. And when you combine somebody with a lot of these qualities and a great work ethic, that person's going to wind up being somebody that people look up to and want to learn from and want to emulate and want to follow because of the quality of their leadership. It's natural. Like somebody's, I was just thinking, so if somebody's Aries rising, Mars in the first house, let's say they've got the Sun conjunct Saturn in Capricorn in the 10th house, and they've got the Moon in Virgo in the 6th house. It's going to be a very productive human being, very likely, and somebody who's very comfortable taking charge, and somebody who's very competent at being in charge. They're just somebody like that's going to very naturally embody leadership, and people are very naturally going to be inclined to be attracted to that leadership. And when that leader starts failing them morally or otherwise, then people are free to leave and go do their own thing or find a different person that they trust and want to lead. But that's separate from the idea of a government and a requirement and a law. Laws backed by force and jails and fines and all this kind of thing. It's very different. And I always like to promote these ideas because I think people are hell-bent on voting for the lesser of two evils, and you get what you vote for. It's all evil. Peace.